Well, hey there, I'm live. Hey, folks, good to see you. Don't know who all is gathered here yet, if anybody, but we're going live right now. Going to do a couple of tarot readings, and thought I would. It's a Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, 3 o'clock out east, and of course, what is it, noon out on the West Coast. So who knows what you're doing right now, but if you're around, come on in and join the chat room. Come on in and join this live stream. And if you come into the chat room and ask for a reading, we're going to do one card readings for you right now. Hey, Field Guy, how you doing? Good to see you. And thought it would be a good time to come on in. And since I had a little extra time, it's a quiet afternoon. My wife has two of the kids up doing Cub Scout stuff in the snow this weekend, and so it's just me and the little 5-year-old left in the house, and she's out watching cartoons. And I thought this might be a good time to come in. So you're good. That's good to hear, Field Guy. So that's why I'm here today, and I'm going to do some readings. Also going to push a little. Boy, how does it sound to say we're doing a little half price sale on full readings? Hey, Unreal Geek, how you doing? Good to see you. Unreal that you're here. So I'm doing free readings, one card readings for those who would like them, and also doing a little push for my own tarot reading. Got a special that will go till midnight tonight, Central Standard Time, which is what, 10 hours from now. And if you want to do a 5-card reading or a 10-card reading, I normally charge $45 for the 5-card, $85 for the 10-card. And instead, up until midnight, if you order your reading today and we put it on the docket, get you scheduled, I'm going to charge $25 for the 5-card reading and $50 for the 10-card reading. Now, that is respectfully $20 off the 5-card reading and $30 off the 10-card reading. So I thought I'd come in today and do some free 1-card readings here in the chat room, for about 45 minutes or so. And then I'll run this special. The special will go until midnight tonight. If you want to avail yourself of a 5-card or a 10-card reading, all you have to do is go down. It's in the description underneath this video. I put in my paypal.me button because I didn't create any special buttons for the special. All I have to do is click on that, send me $25 for the 5-card reading and $50 for the 10-card reading, and then you'll have to message me and let me know you've done that, so I know who it is that's done. Well, your name should appear there. So put your name in there, and we'll touch base and line up scheduling your time. But for right now, we're going to do some 1-card stuff. So I need good luck. Could I have one of those readings? Field Guy, you were the very first one here. Yeah, we'll go with you first. And Roger, how you doing? Good to see you. Audrey, good to see you as well. Steph, nice to see you. And Barry, nice to see you, brother. Lily Phillips, good to see you. Bring you fantastic love from the cannoli. Well, let's see what happens. Now, remember, let me give you a little insight into the tarot. The tarot can be invasive. Sometimes the message is fairly superficial. Like today, we're going to do live 1-card readings. You don't get lots and lots of information off of a 1 card. Not detailed information, let's put it that way. You will get information. Now, sometimes that information is very good luckish, you might say, or good fortune, like the crystal ball says. You know, it's got that quality that some people put to it. So sometimes you get something very positive that sounds very positive. Other times, you can get something that might be a little negative or sound negative. But keep in mind, somebody out there, call it God, source, spirit, the universe, is giving you a message. it doesn't originate with me. I just use the cards and facilitate the reading of the message. So whenever you get even a negative message, most times I've found the negative messages are messages that say, hey, this is something you got to look at to fix or to make better, and so on. And so I'm going to go ahead and start doing some one cards now. We'll start with Field Guy. And, maybe I should make a little bit of a list here because I tend to not look back and scroll backwards. But if you saw, I'll mention it again for those coming in, you'll see my paypal.me link down below. It's just paypal.me/ScottyRoberts1960. And you can click on that, send me $25 or $50. My normal price for 5-card and 10-card readings is $45 for the 5-card, $85 for the 10-card. I'm going to knock those down. So the 5-card, instead of being $45, will now be $25. And the 10-card, instead of being $85, will be $50. So you can see the price difference there. So if you want to avail yourself of one of the larger readings, longer readings, more detailed ones, send me the appropriate amount, $25 or $50, and send it to that paypal.me, and we'll line up and schedule a reading for you. So let me go back through if I have something to write on. Wow, came a little unprepared. How about that? I have an artist studio here. I'm an artist by day. So you'd think I'd have paper just sitting here, and I don't. So we'll just use one of my big pads. So number 1 is Field Guy. And number 2, if I remember right, oh, what the hell? Number 2 is, let's see. Where have we got you? Lily. So Lily, you're number 2. And let's see who else we have. Let's see, we got Barry is here, Barry Chad. That is a huge bargain, Audrey. You're right. Thank you for putting the link up in there. Hey, Kay, nice to see you. Vortex is here. How you doing? Vortex of Dew. Is that anything like Telemore Dew? Pour me a wee dram, a Telemore Dew. Or is it a different kind of dew? So Vortex of Dew. Good to see you. Jeremy Hansen. Nice to see you, brother. And Field Guy. He was reading for me years ago, and it was all bad. I told him to burn the cards. We got Mermaid Shark. Good to see you. Jimmy Collins. Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Who else we got? I just want to say hi before we get rolling here. S. Hetrick, I see you. And there we go. All right. Here we go. I've got 2 of you down for a 1-card reading. I'm going to do these 1-card readings. Now, this is for you guys, but this will also be for me. It's going to give you a taste, if you haven't seen my readings before, how I handle the cards, what I do. And if you want to come in up until midnight Central Standard Time tonight, if you get a 5-card or a 10-card reading for the 25 or the 50, then we'll get you on the docket and we'll schedule you. And just go down to and Audrey put it in the chat room, my paypal.me, because I don't have special buttons done up for the special. So just 25 or 50, I'll know what those mean, and we'll get you on the schedule. So until then, let's start with Field Guy right now. And then I'll look back and we'll see who all's available. And these will go kind of quick because we're just doing 1 card. So I'm going to shuffle this up for you guys now. And this is for Field Guy. Let's see what your 1 card says. Now, the 1 card, if you've seen some of the 3-card readings that I do, the 1 card would be like just pulling your situation card, that very first card of the 3-card readings. So what does the source universe have to say to you today? And if you want to think of it in a more spiritual category, you could say, what does God have to say to me? What do my angels have to say to me? What does Spirit have to say to me? So now, field guy, if you were here, I'd have you cut this deck for me. Just going to go ahead and cut it and restack it for you. Here's your card. Are you ready for this? Field guy. Your card is the Ace of Swords. Now, swords, I hope you can see that. My light's not just reflecting off of it very too much. Now, swords is the suit of conflict. It's the suit that swords represent conflict you give or conflict that you get. It also, swords can have to do with power and authority and what you bring to the table, that which you grasp in your hand. And this card, the Ace of Swords, the aces in this deck are all represented by angels, which are messengers. So the aces are the bringers of messages to you. So now, what would the angel or the Ace of Swords have to say to you in your current? This is your situation. This is what's going on right now. Ace of Swords. The aces deliver messages. They're standing by open doors. There's an open door for you here. In the kind of the past of this card, you fought in the name of good. You add your intense energy in a very idealistic cause, something that you believe in, that you stand for. It can do with relationships. It can do with work. It can do with things like that. The events of your recent past have set kind of unchangeable chain of events into motion. And you're entering a new phase of life with this now. And everything is going to change. It's a card of transitioning. The causes and the results of the change aren't certain, but the period is going to reveal many things to you. So it's time that you put on your creative thinking cap and you put your thoughts into action. And it might require some courage, but you're going to be able to overcome the longest odds if you desire. This card, while the swords are conflict, things like that, they're also authority. And it represents victory through having mental strength and achievement. Justice. This is where you got to think about this. There's going to be justice, clarity, creative thinking are all associated with this card. And it's like a brilliant idea. It's like just around the corner for you on how to handle things that are going on in your current, things that are already in motion that you've got to put your hand to, transitioning them. You're going to help take them to a different place now. And it's like divine inspiration toward creativity. If you were asking, thinking in your head, like is it yes or no toward whatever's going on, because it doesn't indicate what it is. The answer is yes. It's kind of a yes, positive, affirmative, moving forward card. And so it's like this angel, this ace is standing with the sword before an open door, saying, there's the open door. I'm presenting it to you. Can't make you go through it. You got to go through it if you want to do it. So something, field guy, in your current experience right now, and by current, I mean, it's kind of on top of you. You should recognize what this is already in your own life, is the idea. You're going to recognize what this is, what you need to be doing, where you need to be going. And sometimes it's not about wondering, well, gosh, is it that thing? And what do I do? It's more a thing of saying, you already know what it is, and you already really know what you should be doing and how you should be putting your hand to things. So remember, though, swords, conflict. Take the conflict by the handle, and you're the one who holds the sword, so you're the one who can make the moves. All right. I hope that sounds good to you. I don't know if that's the good luck you're looking for. It doesn't say you're going to have $1 million plopped in your lap. It just says take the bull by the horns and make it happen, whatever this situation is. So I hope that worked for you, and it means something. Let's see. I got Lily. Lily, I've got you up next. All right. Pardon me. I'm getting a head cold. So I'm a little stuffy today. I'm not beating it. And every time I sneeze, it just makes your head blow up a little bit more. So let's go. I'm just going to cut the cards for you. Lily, and that's what I think we'll do since these are all one-card readings. So I'm going to cut the deck, Lily, stack it back together for you. And here we go. You ready? This one's for Lily. Front and center, Lily. Lily, you've got the Four of Swords. Now you see that card? Shows a man reclining. It's like laying in bed. He's holding his sword close to the chest. There's 3 other swords hanging above his head. And the Four of Swords, I have always known this card as soon as I see it. It's a card that's basically telling you it's time to take a break. So, Lily, what's ever going on in your life right now, this is a card that's telling you time to repose, time to take a break, time to step back. It's a time to look at the plans that you've already made, the things you've already put into motion in your that are leading you into your current year now may not properly guide you through the changes that are coming. The shadow that you might have felt hanging over your head is going to pass soon. And to speak metaphorically, the warmth of your life is going to return. All right? This is organize, examine your thoughts in solitude, if you can, your dominant qualities or your dormant qualities, let's put it that way, the ones that you don't use every day, of inner strength and self-respect can guide you, but you've got to isolate yourself. And I don't mean like, play the monk and go out to a cave somewhere. I mean, find some time to be by yourself. Find some time to separate yourself from the activities around you. If you've got a family, this doesn't tell me if you do or not, but if you've got a family, remove yourself from them for a while. Say, I need some time. If you're alone, if you got friends around you, work, family, whatever it might be, you get the idea. Find a way to take some time, separate yourself from the hubbub of life going on around you, and repose. Meditate a little bit. Take the generous time that you might have and use it to plan the course of your future. There's no rush to decide what's best for you or the people that care about you. And so you just have to take the time. The Four of Swords points to some sort of sickness, possibly. That's the guy laying here. Withdrawal. It also brings with it rest, healing, and order. So other interpretations could simply be you need a break. You need to call a truce in something. The position of this card really means it's fairly mild, but it's overall, it's a very positive reading card. So what I get from this is that you have to be this guy right now. This guy that is laying down and he is reposing from whatever's going on because he's either, number one, he's sick and he needs to heal. Number two, he's stressed out, anxiety-ridden, and he needs to bring calm. Or he just needs to take a break and get away from things to sort things out. So this is telling me whatever's going on right now with you, Lily, is something that you need to take a break from in order to be in repose, to be in rest, to be in recovery, so to speak. And that might be just as simple as saying, I got to go back to my den or my study or my office or my bedroom or whatever, alone. I need some alone time. Drive out to the country, go sit somewhere in the car, whatever it takes. Take a break. And it might be more than just 15 minutes, but it might be as easy as 15 minutes. Just take a break, recharge, find yourself in the now, be aware, awake. And that's what this is saying, because you need it. It's not saying do it because it's an option. It's saying do this because you need it. And if you don't, it might be something that hurts you in the long run because you didn't take the break. You didn't recharge the battery. Okay? All right. Yeah. Vacation soon. Good. Yeah, that's probably good. So what this is telling me is take the break, recharge. You got something going on in your life that needs you to recharge the batteries. Okay. There we go. All right. I need to get a couple of more names on my list. I think I only had the two. So who else would like a one card reading? And as we do this, remind you, this is for you guys. Give you a one card reading for nothing. But it's also for me. This is part of what I do for a living. So I offer 5-card and 10-card readings for $45 and $85. I'm going to cut those down to $25 and $50. So that's respectively a $20 savings on the 5-card and a $30 savings on the 10-card. But I'm only offering that until midnight tonight. So go over to my the link is down in the description of this video or of this live stream. And it's paypal.me/Scotty Roberts 1960. So there you go. You can send that over, get you on the list, and we'll do a reading for you sometime over the next few days here. We'll get it scheduled. All right. That's for the full 5 and 10 card reading. Okay. Let's see who we got here. Hey, Valentina. Thanks for subscribing. Nice to see you. Kayanet. Bokari. Is that how you say it? Let's get you in there. Kayanet. Make sure I'm saying that right. Kayanet. All right. You'll be next, Kayanet. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if anybody else is in here. Mermaid Shark. You'll be next after Kayanet. So Mermaid. And it's funny, I don't know if you know this, my daughters make mermaid tails for a living. They've been doing that for about 8 years, and they've got a big company. Well, small company, but they're going fantastically, Mermaid. So I don't know if you know that or not. Let's see, we got Vortex of Dew. I'm just going to, for short, call you Vortex. So let's put Vortex down for number 3. And let's see. And Valentina, let's get you on there as well. Okay, that's the next 4 in this order. I've got Kayanet, Mermaid, Vortex, and Valentina. All right, let's get these rolling. All right, set this over here where I can see it and reference it. Okay. Did I say Kayanet is first or Mermaid? Kayanet, if I'm saying that correctly. Let's do this. Let's shuffle these up again. Mermaid, my daughter's company is Finfolk Productions. You just go to finfolk.com. Abby and Bryn Roberts. Well, Bryn's now Decker, so she's not a Roberts anymore. She just got married last summer. So, yeah, they do some fantastic stuff. They've been in business for about 8 years, and they are really on top of their game as far as I'm concerned. So you can go over and see their stuff. Finfolk.com. All right. Now, hey, Anetta, this is for you. I'm going to shuffle up for you. I'm going to go 3 times. To me, that just clears the cards, redirects them, reassembles, reshuffles them, obviously. Rearranges. That's the word I was looking for. Here we go. Now, Kay, if you were here with me, I would have you cut the deck. So I'll cut that for you. And here we go. All right. Kayanetta, here you go. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am. Oh, Kayanet. Kayanet. All right, here we go. Here's your card. Boom. You have the Judgment card. Now, if you take a look at this, many times I've called this, and you've heard me say this before here, folks, I've called the Judgment card really the resurrection card. And if you look at the imagery in this, in some of the old decks, it shows back here is a tomb behind the woman standing here. And you see the risen Christ coming out of the tomb. And what that is supposed to stand for is this resurrecting to new life, having gone through the judgment, and now you're in a place where you're going to resurrect from the judgment, in other words. So your past is full of all kinds of good work, good things you've done. Now, I'm not saying, it's not like saying you've been a good person all your life. That's not what it's saying. It means you've done good work, valiant work. You've strode to get to where you want to be. But the process of your liberation from your past experiences is still ongoing. You're beginning a new chapter in your life. This is, resurrection is a new life. So it's a huge card of transition. And the present has arrived. The past is relinquishing its hold on you and on your fate. And this is the best time to change an element of your life, an element of your lifestyle. But it's also saying don't hold on to the past things because they've been put to death and you are now resurrecting into something new. The fruits of your decisions and the processes you went through to get where you are coming, and you're going to receive that which you deserve, that which was meant for you, that which is the thing that the universe has in store for you. The path at your feet and the direction that you're going is leading you to clarity. All right, you're going to see your ultimate desire through to the end. And so the card is representative of some sort of change or transformation that you're going through right now. You're going it's either spiritual or metaphoric and it's internal. You're going from here to here, or it's physical and tangible. You're going from here to here. But something has come to an end, so much so that it looks like death and now resurrection coming back at you. And it's the idea that likely one has already occurred, change or transformation. And it could mean the presence of a spiritual or a professional calling to do something, making decisions that will lead to your success. It's a very positive kind of a yes answer type of a card for whatever's going on in your life. So this is saying you are currently, right now, this moment, in the here and the now, in the midst of transition that has been on top of you, and you're going through it and you are resurrecting from it. And so the idea is to grasp it as an opportunity to do something new, or to break away from the old that has seemed like death. And by that, I mean, metaphoric death sometimes, terrible times, hard stuff we've gone through. And it's saying you've gone through that. Now you can leave it. You can leave it be. You can move on from that. And so you're either in the process of doing that or you need to do that. And you need to recognize that now is the right, fertile, fresh, perfect time to make the changes, or to not incorporate, what's the word I'm looking for? To make the changes happen, to live in them, to accept them and move into it and resurrect. So this is the resurrection card. Whatever's going on with you, it's resurrection time. All right. All right. Hey, Ron, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. You've recently opened up to the female I have feelings for a while. We're both female. Never felt like this before. You know what, Kayanet? It's time. Perhaps it's time for you to realize where you've been, the transition you're making, and where you're going. And make the best decisions for you right now. And so you're in the midst of it right now. So I hope that was helpful. Feel liberated. Good. That's what life is about. All right. Life is not meant to be feeling enslaved or bound or indecisive. It's meant to be resurrected. So there you go. All right. Let me take a look here. Who have I got next? Vortex. I've got Vortex next. You're up and you're ready. Valentina says 1 card for Carlos' feelings toward me. I'll see what I can do on that. I'll put you up next. Oh wait, I think I've got you on my list, Valentino, don't I? Valentina? Yes, I do. We'll see what's going on. Unless you're a different Valentina. I think I only got 1 Valentina in there. So Vortex, you're up right now. You ready? You on deck? Let's read you, and then let's see. I did Cayonet. No, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up my list here. Cayonet, we just did you. I've got Mermaid, Vortex, and Valentina in that order. Mermaid, you're up next. You ready? Ready to roll? Okay, Mermaid, What's my short-term memory today? Mermaid, Vortex, Valentina. There we go. MVV. All right, Mermaid. Here we go. For you. Here we go. I'm going to cut the cards for you rather than reshuffle the whole deck because we're only doing 1 cards. And I'm going to put this back together for you. And here we go. All right. Here we go, Mermaid. This one's for you. You've got 5 of coins. All right. See that card? In the older decks, it's a little clearer to see what's going on there. But it's a couple. They're dressed in rags. They're standing outside the warmth of the church windows, which was in the times of some of the older cards. The church was the picture of wealth and warmth and heart and so on. And the coins, the suit of coins, represents your material well-being. It can represent money. It can represent your work, job-related stuff. It can represent simply the well-being of your life in the financial realm. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it has anything to do with materialism, but it has to do with material things. These are the things that make life go. All right? So now the couple in rags, this is all about feeling. The card is speaking to temporary destitution. All right? Not a happy card. It's a recent emotional loss or a financial loss that's weighing so heavily upon you, it's affecting everything about you, down to the material aspects of your life. This is a card that's saying to you, don't let your pride lead you away from the assistance of others, people who are there to help you or extending a hand. The hardship that you might be facing is going to be overcome. The beautiful thing about this card, temporary destitution, is the title I used to put over this card. It means almost once you start seeing this, you're already going to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or the end of it. The end of it's coming, meaning you're in this now, but it's temporary. It's hit you, it's knocked you down, but you're already getting up. So don't give in to feelings of being inadequate or insecure that comes along with that kind of feeling. I've been there, trust me. I know what it feels like. And so your future of this holds a necessary change for you in order to find happiness, to find security. And the change might be in direction or in motivation. It's going to show you that all struggles can be overcome, because this card indicates that the coming of financial or emotional troubles or a period of bad luck is coming on you. Sorry to say, probably already here, or at least well indicated. Worry, poverty, setbacks are all associated with this card. These things can be due to a lack of belief in something, a possible losing of faith. So it might be something that's on a purely spiritual level. But the overall tone of the card's pretty negative. But it's temporarily negative. Meaning, like I said, once you notice it's there, you're also already going to notice the way out, or that the out is coming. So don't let it bother you more than it has to. We're all bothered when we get setbacks and we get thrown out and things aren't going the way we want them to, either financial. Financial is the worst. There's nothing worse than knowing, all of a sudden your finances are in upheaval. I've been there too. And so I know what that feels like. So this is saying, don't let it tear you down too much. It's negative. It's going to feel negative. Let it do its work. Lights at the end of the tunnel. Don't stop moving forward, and don't stop and don't turn down help from anybody if you need it, because this is saying you're going to get out of this. It's coming to an end, but you got to do the right things to make that happen. Okay. So I hope that means something for you and is helpful. This is where I say that sometimes the cards, the messages can be very negative, but at the same time, there's a positive, what would you call it? The lift, the warm air, the lift that's underneath it, because it says, look, here's difficulty, but you know what? You're coming to the end of this. Here's what you need to do. Here's how you need to react. That will keep you lifted during this time. So let's see. KT Emma, as I need to listen more when once to pick up what you're laying down. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, let's move on. We now have my first V, Vortex, I believe. Vortex, you're on deck. Then Valentina, right after Vortex. All right. I've got my big pad of paper down there. That's why I have to keep leaning down there. I don't have any room on my desk. It's full of computer, brushes, paints. My literal piggy bank is on here. Thing weighs a ton. And all my soundboards and stuff is over here. Microphone. Boom. Right there. I've just got it down low. You hear my little daughter screaming at the TV out there. So I wondered what that was. I had to pause. Okay, Vortex, here we go. Let's shuffle up. And then we'll cut the cards for you and see what's going on for you today. All right. Now, folks, if you'd like a full reading, 5-card or 10-card, I've got a special going till midnight tonight, Central Standard. $45 5-card reading is now $25. $85 10-card reading is now $50. You just use the link that Audrey's put up a couple of times, and that's down in my description at my paypal.me. What, sweetheart?
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. Do you want to stand up here and say hi to everybody? There's my little Ellery, my 5-year-old. Look at the green dot. Then it looks like people. Then it looks people can see it. Looks like you're looking at them, no matter where you are. Look at the green dot. See, your eyes are still on them. So Mom has everybody else up doing Cub Scout stuff today. It's just me and this one today. So see ya. I'll be out there in a little while. Okay. Leave that here. All right, here we go.
I'm having ice cream.
Go right ahead. Ice cream time. I promised her ice cream if she ate her lunch today, which she did. So, all right, I'm shuffled up for you, Vortex. If you were here, I'd have you cut this deck, which I'm going to do on your behalf. Let's get these restacked. All right. Try to get that last one up. There we go. All right, Vortex, here we are. You ready for this? Here is your card. Now, this card is it's the 10 of Cups. I want you to see this. 10 of Cups. Now, the Cups is the suit of your passions. It's not your emotions, which is what the Wands represent, but it's more. It's like that added layer on top of your emotions. It's your passions. This is a card that represents relationships. You can say friendships or more than that. This is the stuff going on around you. This is showing a guy kind of content, arc of golden goblets above his head. And these are his passions. They're all being filled. And this is an idea that's by taking a confidence in your direction, following your deepest convictions, you have been propelled already now forward. And it's bringing you into this. The commitment and your comfort with authority have allowed room for recognition and success to manifest in your life. So a new undertaking for you is about to begin. This task, this event, this journey is going to bring about a beginning of something long-lasting in the relationship category. Now, this could be friendships, could be romance, it could be other things in the relationship category, but don't miss the opportunity is the idea. The potential for financial success along with this is going to present itself through some aspect of something that you're invested in. Either it's finding domestic happiness, which is what this is all about. It's gaining prestige in public, at work, or in some project you're involved with. Despite the difficulty of balancing things all the time, it's possible. And it represents perfect harmony, this card. It's abundance. It's happiness. It suggests personal or family dreams that are coming true and an overall sense of satisfaction and security in life. It's positive achievements. It's emotional stability. Now, sometimes because there are only one card readings, I get more fearful sometimes of positive cards like this than I do the negative ones. Because we all have negative shit that goes on all the time. This is a positive card, which says, watch this carefully. There's something good that's happening. It's in your current. It's fulfillment. It's all the cups are full kind of deal. Family, because it's cups, relationships, perhaps romance. All those things are benefiting right now because of something you've done. You've either invested your time well, not so much money, but this kind of passion can go into the way we earn our money, the way we do the projects we do in order to get ourselves ahead in life. So all of that is in here. It's a very positive card. It's harmony, abundance, and happiness. So what this card is telling me to tell you is that you have some very good things that are going on around you right now. And that these good things are things that are happening because you put your hand to them. It's not saying you don't have difficulties. It does not say you don't have things that hold you up. It's that there's something undercurrent that's transitioning you right now that is to the very positive. And you should recognize what this is. And it's all about happiness, about being in a good place right now for good things to happen. Okay? That's what that card means. And I hope that means something to you. So I hope that works for you. Let me know if we're on the mark there at all. So there you go. All right, Vortex. Now we got Valentina or Valentina. I don't know how you pronounce that. So if you are ready, let's shuffle up for you. Let's see what's going on. All right. Oh, you know this, Vortex? Good. I'm glad. Vortex of Dew. You got to clarify for me what that means. I'm going to take it to mean Vortex of Tullamore Dew. All right. By the way, I have to say this: if you're not familiar with Tullamore Dew, it's an Irish whiskey, and I'm a big aficionado of Irish whiskeys and single malt Highland Scotch. But there is a wonderful advertisement that came out a few years ago for Tullamore Dew, with the four guys that are walking their friend to his wedding in the Irish rain, and they're singing that song. What's the Parting Glass? Look up Tullamore Dew and the Parting Glass, and watch that ad. To me, it's very uplifting, but it's very moving at the same time, and I always liked it. That's you know the song. It's of all the money that e'er I had, something I spent it in good company. So live to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. That song. A fantastic ad that Tullamore Dew came out with. Anyway, I sidetracked. Sorry, that's the way I am. All right, Valentina, let's get you here. Here we go. Kelly, we'll see where we go here after this one. See what we got going on. Hey, you. What are you crunching on? Thought you were getting ice cream.
Actually wanted the candy cane.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm going to read these cards for these folks. Okay?
Go.
I love you.
Love you too.
See you in a while.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Here we go, Valentina. Kelly, I'll get you next. All right. Here we go. Valentina, here's your card. Ready? Here we go. If I can get my finger on it. All right. This is one we haven't read for a while. You have the Lover's card. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean what it looks like it means. The Lover's card. You see this couple standing there, and there's kind of it looks like a little bit of a spiritual three-way that's going on, if you pardon my use of that word that way. And let me tell you a little bit about what this means. This is the Lover's card. It's something that says, by becoming in tune with yourself and who you are right now, you're going to be able to more connect with the others around you. The emotional burdens of perhaps a recent conflict, these are soon going to be lifted. There's going to be a successful solution that's reached, a successful resolution. This is telling me that it's possible, without other cards modifying this. I'm just making a stab in the dark at this by what I'm seeing here. The couple here represents a couple. It represents that there may have been conflict in between you, and that's the presence of the angel and need of resolution. There's an approaching conflict that it might still be ongoing that's going to test your values. It's going to test your mettle and what you're made of. And so in order to progress, you're going to have to make a decision between two opposing things. It's like love is here, career is here. It's like the age-old story. Well, it's more modern, I guess. Let's put it that way. The more modern age-old story we've seen in so many love stories and movies. It's, do I marry this guy? Or do I move to California for my dream job? Or vice versa. Could be the guy saying that, whatever. And so in order to progress, you're going to have to make a decision between these opposing things. Love and career, or love and another lover, love and excitement, life and other plans, that kind of a thing. And so neither's going to disappear forever, but the choice is going to shape your priorities and shape who you are as you progress into them. It's going to benefit you to remember that opposites are two sides of the same coin. There's not one without the other. And so the right choice is only going to be made if you've accepted others and yourself. If you're living in the now, in the present, in the moment, if you're understanding how the moment is everything. This is what you have. This is a card of being at the crossroads, a crossroads somewhere in your life. And sometimes, I got to tell you, being at the crossroads doesn't always mean two opposingly bad, good or bad things. Doesn't mean bad and good, evil and angelic. It might mean good and good, but they cross over because they take different paths. It might be bad and bad as well. So you have to make the best choice possible. So you're at a crossroads, and the card is highly symbolic of relationships, of love, of togetherness. It could also be revealing a very positive business partnership that has nothing to do with love. It has to do with where you put your passions, or teaming up to move forward in your life. And so it's a very positive card that has this very strong kind of a positive yes about it. So this is something that's, now, Valentina, was it you that asked a little earlier something about putting energy into a relationship? You're wondering a question about that? Because this is your card, if that was your question. This is saying you got to make some choices, and you might be stuck at a crossroads. There you go. So in your love relationship, you have to make some decisions about it. Do I continue on with this? Do I not? Now, you notice it's not telling you what to do. It's just recognizing, and I got to tell you, that's got to, if that was your question, which I see now you say it is, since that was your question, that's got to do something for you to know that this card came up for you. Because this is all about making the right decisions, living in the here and the now, doing the right thing, thinking the right way, weighing out the two sides of the same coin. Do I do this? Do I not do this? Do I move forward? Do I move another direction? Nobody's answering that for you, but they're telling you you're in the midst of making that decision. And the decision that you have to make has to be something that you put everything into to make sure you do it the right way. You make the right decision. And then when you make that decision, live with that decision and move in that decision. Decision making is not decision making when we wobble about the way we're making our decision. Well, I'm going to go this way, kind of, unless I get something pulling me back that way. You got to be decisive. You're at a crossroads. Once you go, you got to go. If you go that way and you decide to go the other way, you can do that, but you're going to have to turn around, metaphorically, make your way back to the crossroads and go. You've lost time. You've lost energy. You've lost effort. Or you're going to have to try to find the crooked path in between the 2 points on those crossroads. And you're going to start going through the brambles trying to find your way back over there. So the idea is, and pardon me for saying it this way, let's get your shit together before you make a decision. You got to know where you want to go, and you've got all the tools to make that decision a proper decision. Okay? That help? I hope. There it is. All right. I'm my small child.
We have ice cream.
I already told you, yeah. But now you had a candy cane.
Yeah,
Careful there.
ice cream.
All right. Oh, to be 5. And all I'm concerned about is what cartoon I'm going to watch and whether I can have a candy cane and ice cream in the middle of Saturday afternoon. All right. So let's go. You say, Valentine, you say your shit is all over the place. Trust me, you're talking to 90% of the people in this room right now. Our shit's all over the place. You find me a person who is fully organized and has their shit together, or as we used to say, their feces coagulated, and I'll show you the rare individual. Because even on the surface, when it looks like we have our shit together, many times we just don't. We're still working, we're all working on stuff and how to get there. Hey, Susie Q. I don't know if I ever said hello to you today. So, what do we got here? Susie Q, what you got there? Jakari Thomas, Tatiana Bonds, Kelly Bout. Are those my next three? So, if that's what that is, let's see. Field Guy says, shit together never happened yet. Sometimes that's all life is. It's working to get our shit together. And Valentina, this says that you've got that. And so you need to proceed on what you know. And, you know, I'm going to say something here about this too for you, Valentina, because we all do this in our relationships, especially when there's question marks hanging over them or unsurety of how to do things, that our relationships are things that they can be good all the time, seemingly good, but we're always working on them. And so in your case, I would say what I'm seeing here is that that choice that needs to be made is whether or not you want to keep investing yourself in this. And if you do, maybe that's the answer to your question or your dilemma. If the only question is, should I keep doing this? You have to look at the situation and ask yourself, does the other person want to keep doing this? Where are they? What do they want? So the best way to find decisiveness, I think, in relationships when you're at the crossroads, total, absolute, open honesty. It could take a 3-minute conversation. Hey, I want to sit down with you because I want to ask you, where are we going? What are we doing? We don't want to accept any, well, I don't know. If you don't know, you don't know, and so you have to go. If you know, that's like I say, if you know, a team of wild horses couldn't hold you back. So that's the best way to come around making those decisions. There you go. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Thanks for that. Let's see. Okay. Who have I got next? I have Kelly. I said I'd do Kelly next. And then I've got two others, it looks like. If I read that right, Susie Q. Jakari, Tatiana, and Kelly. So here we go. Yeah, let's see what we're doing here. Tatiana, I'll get to you in a few minutes here. Let's do Kelly. Tatiana, stick around. We'll ask that. All right. Kelly Bout. Shuffling up for you. Here we go. Kelly, I would have you cut the deck if you were here. So I'm doing it for you. All right. Here you go, Kelly. This is your card. Ace of Wands. Now, Wands, that is that suit of your, not your passions like the cups, but your emotions. Your emotional makeup is what the Wands are. It's all the things that make you go. It's the things that make you want to get up in the morning and say, okay, damn it, I'm happy to be alive and this is what I'm doing. It's the angel again. It's the ace. It's the messenger, the one who's holding the open door for you. And the wands represent creative energy, passion. This card is saying re-examine your goals, Kelly, right now. You might be limiting yourself on something. There's an inspiration that's been building inside of you that's going to vent its energy destructively if you don't use it creatively. That makes sense for your situation? You've got such an energy building, an inspiration building, it's going to eat you alive if you don't do something about it. Use it creatively. There's a new beginning. This is all about new beginnings. It's going to take the form of a new phase of life, a new enterprise, something new you're going to put your hand to, a new project, a new source of inspiration. And to succeed, you have to think clearly. You have to plan ahead. There's a void. There's a void in your life that's waiting to be filled up. And it's your duty to fill it. This is for you. And I don't know if this is your situation, but many times we're held up on fulfilling the things for us because we think we have to look out for the needs of the others around us first. Well, you can't look properly out for the needs of those around you without looking for the needs for yourself. So, an obvious thing, bing, ding, 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 bell going off in your head. This might be for transformative purposes, that by filling this void with something to positively influence your new beginnings, it might be something that is just simply a thing you have to fulfill. A thing, not like a bucket list thing, but a thing that's been driving you and you've been either ignoring it or putting it on the back burner or stepping around it or letting it just stand there unfulfilled. The Ace of Wands is a card about initiative. It's about creativity. It's about zeal and excitement. And by creativity, I said this the other day, I don't want people to get the wrong idea when I say creativity. It doesn't mean necessarily you're going into an arts and crafts lifestyle or something like that, or you're going to start drawing pictures if you don't. Creativity could be something in finance. It could be something in computers. It could be something in automotive. It could, whatever it is, there's a creative something that is being left undone for you. So this is about initiative, about creativity, about some sort of passion and a passionate union that you have. Positive new beginnings. It's the birth of something new and powerful for you. It's inspiring. It's yet to come. And it could be a new project or something creative that you'll be taking on. And it's a very positive yes swinging card that says yes to whatever you're thinking. So this is the open door for you to step out and to step into your creativity and make something happen. All right. The open door. Again, the aces, they're standing by an open door. It's been opened. They're not going to push you through or drag you through. They're going to stand there and go, open door. And it's up to you to go through it. So it might be something you recognize. It might be something you have to sit back and go, oh, it's that. It's all those things. It's all this. So it'll become clear to you. I hope that's helpful. It's not painting, so to speak. I get that. So there's something creative that's going on that you've got to apply yourself to. Now, I had, there was Tatiana, but there was somebody right before Tatiana. Who was that? Jakari? Jakari, are you in the room? Are you still around? Let's read you, Jakari, and then I'll do Tatiana. So let me cut this up. Boom, 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 and boom. All right. All right, here we go. All right, Jakar, you've got the Six of Wands. Okay, see that? Bunch of guys on horseback. It's like military themed. They've got the banner over their head with the the laurels, the laurel wreath of victory, and they're riding forth. They're actually riding out of battle, and they've been victorious. And the idea with this card, you're coming out of something very victorious. It's time for the praise, time to pat yourself on the back, time to look at all the praise that goes on around you and take it. And it's time to celebrate is the idea. But this is also telling you this. It's saying celebrate from horseback, meaning don't dismount. You've come out of battle, you've won something, but you're going around the bend right into the next battle. So celebrate, but at the same time, realize you're not done yet. You've won the battle, but not the war, kind of thing. And so the effort and the inspirations of your past have brought you to where you stand now. Continue on this path to find the great reward of what you put your hand to. There's good news that's coming with this card. Again, wands is your emotional makeup, the things that you invest yourself in. This good news, it might be something that's conditional, but it's going to aid your pursuit and your fulfillment. And there's triumph at the end once you've made it through it all. And to find it's going to require careful navigation, the removal of opposition, but all that you really want to come to pass can happen, can be achieved. And so the Six of Wands shows triumph, victory, success in your endeavors. It suggests that there might be a feeling a bit exalted. You got the laurel wreaths because of winning and finding the inspiration needed to move forward. So it's about good news. Excuse me. And the overall feeling of the presence in this card is very positive, very good news. So you've gone through the thick of it, but there's more thick of it to come. In other words, there's more stuff to have happen. So celebrate from horseback because you got to ride into the next fray. That make any sense to you? I hope it does, Jakari, if you're there. And then let me just say, folks, too, if you want to get a full reading, a 5-card or a 10-card reading, where we lay out a lot more detail, I'm running a special until midnight tonight. That's Central Standard Time. You can see the link down below, the paypal.me/ScottyRoberts1960. That link, my normal 5-card reading is $45. Send me $25 to my paypal.me, and we'll do you a 5-card. My normal 10-card reading is $85. Send me $50, and we'll do a 10-card. But I'm doing that special. $20 off the 5-card, $30 off the 10-card until midnight tonight only, Central Standard Time. So go over to the link down below, my paypal.me, and go ahead and sign up. Get your reading paid for. Then contact me and let's get you on the list, and we'll set up your reading. All right, Tatiana, I see you have a very specific question. I don't normally want to know questions or what's on people's mind, but you've stated that a couple of times. Let's go for it here. Let's see what the cards say on that. All right. Tatiana, you got a very specific question. You want to know how Jameson's feelings towards you are. Let's see if this is going to reveal it. Now, keep in mind, in a way, this is reading somebody else if we ask the question that way. So,
You done?
almost. And so let's see what your situation is regarding that question. You're asking, what are Jameson's feelings for you? Let's see what the cards say about your relationship and your situation with Jameson specifically. All right. You understand that? I can't read him without his permission. I can, but I shouldn't. So let's see what this all says. All right. All right. Here's your card. Ready? Magician card. All right. The Magician card is part of the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana is that set of the cards outside the four different suits that are like messages from God, messages from your spirit guides, messages from Source, from the universe, all of those things. And the Magician, if you see him here, the Magician is somebody who has the ability to harness the powers of nature to create the spell, metaphorically speaking, to get what you desire. This is about your confidence and your creativity. And have you allowed those things to effectively help you bring your ideas into reality? You found success through intelligence and skillful execution, but now there's a need for your knowledge and your skills to influence the changes that are occurring. In order to make changes beneficial, you have to play your cards right. The future before you is uncertain on this. It's presenting risk, opportunity, and the possibilities will be influenced by the relationships you have, the friendships you have, the things you've nurtured and supported from those who are close to you. This is a triumph of creative success that may bring about a new beginning for you. And so the Magician is symbolic of action and power in your life. It's positive. We've even got incidental music. Dun, 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 dun. So the Magician is symbolic of action. It's power. It's positive connotations that illustrate someone who is a smooth talker and good at all the aspects of communication. The card is suggesting that you use your strong will, your power, to move forward, to take action. The Magician is the one who is able to look at nature around him, the universe around him, to look at all the things and to be able to pull the things out of. Hey, sweetheart, you need to not be disruptive.
When you come out, can you get me my ice cream?
I'll be out when I'm done. Sorry about that, folks. She's not distracting the message. She's distracting the messenger. So you're able to pull things out and harness all those elements to make happen the thing that you want to happen. And as, pardon my burgeoning cold, and as this magician in yourself, you have the ability to make happen what you want to have happen. And so that's what this is all about. But I would warn you against anything that is incorporating black magic or incorporating casting spells on somebody to have them love you or have them leave you or whatever it might be. These are all actions we can take on by ourselves, but we cannot make somebody else think something or feel something that they don't have. So what this is saying is you do everything you can to be the person you need to be for you. And if that doesn't attract Jameson in, Jameson can take a hike. But I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's the reality of the situation. It can also be the total opposite. You play your cards right, you do the right things, you put the right energy out, and it might be the thing that attracts him right in. Does he have feelings for you? I don't know. I don't know the extent of his feelings. This is all about you and how you act in life to either attract or push him away. Does that make sense? Trying hard to improve your vibration of love. I think one of the best ways to do that is like this card says. You harness all the elements already. The power is there already. You don't have to. Love doesn't require desperate action to make it real. It requires you being responsible for you and yourself and putting out the energy that you need to put out. And if Jameson isn't there with you, it might be that Jameson wasn't meant to be there with you. If he's there, he's going to recognize it. And like I said, when you love somebody, it takes a team of wild horses to pull you away. And so the same thing to look at with Jameson is it might be that
Are you almost done, Daddy?
you don't need to ask me every 2 minutes, sweetheart. Go out. I'll be done in a few and I'll be out. Okay?
When will you be done, Daddy? Daddy, when
All right. So there it is. I hope that's helpful, Tatiana. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And there you go. All right, folks. That's all I'm going to do. I was going to go 45 minutes. I've got an hour and a half. Well, not really. It's really only a little over an hour by the time we started doing readings. But that's what I got for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow, Sunday morning, for It's Sunday, our traditional Sunday show at what's become my traditional Sunday show at 9 o'clock a.m. That would be 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. left coast time, Audrey. And so 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll do some 1 or 3 card readings, not sure which. So come on over if you want some of those. We're going to talk about some other things, current events and things going on. If you would like to get a tarot reading, you got until midnight tonight to take advantage of a pretty steep discount. $20 off the $45 5-card reading and $30 off the $85 10-card reading, the Celtic Cross spread. And so you're saving ultimately $20 and $30 off those readings. Just go over to my paypal.me. It's paypal.me/Scotty Roberts 1960. And if you forget that link, it's down in the description below. You also, if you go out to my main channel here on YouTube, that link is down in the corner, right-hand corner of my header. And you can click on that. So you send that over and then get a hold of me. We'll get a hold of each other. We'll line up a time for your 5 or 10 card reading. And thank you in advance for doing that. That's today only, folks. So thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Kay, you don't want to know your reading right now? Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow, and or we can talk later. And so thank you for you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If there's some of you I hadn't said hello to yet today, it's because I miss you. Ari, how you doing? Good to see you. There's one of them. One of yous. And so thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And I'm going to see you, I hope, tomorrow morning. First thing, 9 o'clock here, Central, 10 o'clock out east for like KT Emma out in the right coast, and left coast, Audrey, 7 a.m. So thanks for coming in. I'll talk to you soon. Going to sign off for now. Going to take care of this little imp that keeps badgering me for ice cream. And she's joyful. Hey, Ellery, come here. I'll just have her say goodbye because she interrupted so much you'd think she was part of the show. Step up here and tell everybody goodbye because you're getting ice cream.
Bye-bye.
More than that. You got
Bye-bye.
better language than that. Say farewell, fair people.
Bye-bye.
That'll do. All right, folks. Thanks. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow morning.